Blocktales, Swords of Time. Alright, hold up, because there were some, Oh hey, welcome back. All the guards around here suddenly upped and left. Everyone here took it as a sign of martial law being lifted. Something big must have happened up in Blackrock, huh? So, what's the details? How to kill your man. Oh. Huh. Didn't expect that, to be honest. Well, that's probably going to stir up some problems, but I'm sure our mayor's got that covered. Don't worry about us, alright? We've been through snowstorms and worse. Well, good luck on whatever next big investigation you're doing, buddy. I'm surprised they're just like calm about me just sliming out like their I'm surprised that they're like chill about me slamming out their mans, but welcome back, lad. Say, how'd the investigating go? Had to take down your guy, man. Sorry. Lords above. Was never too close to the king myself, but I guess something must have shaken him deep. Must have shaken him deep if he took a step that drastic, this drastic. Blast, that power vacuum is gonna be a pain to control. I'm sure I can round up a triad for the residents at Blackrock Castle for sometime soon. No worries, it's just the duty of the mayor. Besides, I've got Jim with me. Won't be much of a hassle with his attentive eye. Ho ho ho! Well, don't keep me waiting. Well, don't let me keep you waiting. You got matters to attend to deal with, don't ya? Is that really all he wanted to talk about, or? Eh? You're just visiting? Without winning anything? Oh, okay. This is a new one. Actually, these both are new ones. I don't remember him talking about his wife. See, what the hell is Danville? How about the time me and Mayor oh my god. How about the time me and Mayor Danville met? And I met. That's a good one. You see, when I was a young lad, they used to call me Macho Monty. I may not look like now, but I used to be quite the rapscallion. The days before I became mayor, I would travel very frequently, as you already know. Now, when I look for adventure, the first step in my journey is to take the closest library you see. History books contain not only recording of events, but legends and mysteries as well. The island that holds the little town known as Plainsdale is swamped with myth and lure creatures, unlike anything seen before, in the ancient temples that could lay beneath the dirt. Somewhere near the rugged forest that lay the treasure sought to claim was so educating myself on the climate was hold up. The climate, locals, wilderness, and more. I prepared for another adventure. Can't be too careful when setting out, especially in a place so dense with jungles and bug life. Never know what you might catch out there. So you were finding me dodging mosquitoes and other pests alike. Stopped at a place by the name of Turpolis. Lovely folk. Oh my god, that lot very accommodating. Oh my god. That lot very accommodating. Got to resupply and rest up, heading deeper into the jungles. Now you see, I was prepared for lots of things, but I didn't consider one thing. A blunder on my end, I'll admit. Quicksand. You don't come across it often, due to that I discounted the possibility of running into it altogether. I made a quick stop to check my map for directions, unaware of how fast I started sinking. By the time I noticed it, I was too late. Oh my god, that monk, oh my, I can't do this. That monk gripped my legs like glue. I couldn't break free. No big deal, I thought. Not where I was near a pack of gorillas and they're young. Normally this wouldn't be an issue. Just stay away, but while I was stuck, there was no way to stay. Under these conditions, surely I thought this may be the end of Monty. Then came a rustle out of the bushes. More? I thought. Only to be surprised when the red-eyed devil himself burst from the foliage. Scrapped and bruised himself, It looked like the jungles had it out for him, just as it did for me. Hunching over and pulling his arms in the close tenses, only to burst out with his arms spread wide to each side. A mighty grizzly roar that, oh my god, a mighty, oh my, holy moly, bro. Come on, bro. I gotta get closer so I can see, bro. This is bad. Mighty grizzly roar that mimicked that of a gorilla. Amazing, I thought. Despite his appearance, he's making himself larger, appearing as if he's an alpha. Oh boy, was it a sight. A man as large as he was back in those days, making himself appear even larger, scared off that pack. Quickly as he turned to me, and without hesitation nor even asking who I was, he extended his hand, and by God did I take it. This was the first and most monumental moment in our friendship, pulling me, oh my god, from the grips of death. We stood there with her hands interlocked, feeling the power behind each other's arms. Despite the way he had saved me, we were sizing one another up. I could see in his eyes that we shared the same passion for adventure and kindness. Even though it wasn't that long, I had left her perturbaless and had insisted I returned there with him. I must know your story, who you are, and know. Oh my god, I missed it. No corner. Today, please, sir, I insist. Return with me, answer a few of my questions, and I will let you on your way, as you were before. How could I say no? Not only did he save my life, but clearly there was something more. He was right. There was no way I could share. This could be sheer coincidence. I took him up on his offer and returned it back to him. With him to his home. There we spent the day through the night, even trading tales. Oh my god, my eyes are watering now. I can't see. What the yo? It's like it's like the world itself is trying to prevent me from reading, bro. Like what the heck? It's like black people can't read. It's like a natural law or something. Trading tales of adventure, kind-hearted individual, and things we experienced along the way. This was no ordinary man, and little did I know at the time just how right I was. After all, as you know, he became a guardian after all. It took another day to, a rest to fix up our night of camaraderie. I stayed in the inn before leaving. I paid one last visit to Daniel and thanked him for his hospitality, just to find he was looking for me as well. As it turns out, he wished to join me as long as I were here. Didn't even want a cut of what I was looking for. Was purely in it for the love of the game. Since that moment, it was impossible for us not to be fast friends. Not even friends, brothers. That man is and always will be a part of my family. Hope that's good enough. Let's tell these stories to young folk today. Come back anytime. Hey, welcome back, whippersnapper. Oh, welcome back, whippersnapper. Which one of my tales are you looking to hear about? We already talked about his wife, didn't we? Oh, jeez. Okay, so we didn't talk about his wife. Alright. W rage bait. Alright, youngin, take a seat. Why don't I spin your tale about Mayor Daniel and I? Daniel and I used to be the best of friends. But we don't talk as much. That's sort of what happens when you get up in age and get as many responsibilities as we got. A throat. With him that. But back in the day when I had a slick head of hair and was packed to the brim with muscle. How those were the glory days. The two of us enjoyed a good trip to the beach. The hot sun, the salty waters, and the sand between our toes. You could probably tell I was a quite strong fella back then. Daniel was no different. He could crush a coconut with his bare hands. He was even the local deadlift champion in 1974. Yep, those were the days. What was I talking about? Oh, right. So there we were, Daniel and I, strolling across the beach, getting ready for a friendly round of volleyball. I remember the day being absolutely scorching. Hot sun beaming down, no clouds in the sky. Until we saw something better, something we could truly compete against in one another. And a hot dog eating contest. Now that is a real sport. Being as large as we were no strangers to what it takes to get such bulk. Calories are are the key to a perfect body, you know. You gotta get gains and all. Gains after all. So I turned to Daniel. I told him, hold up. I turned to Daniel. I told him we had to try it out. At least give it a shot. See, it was not only a hot dog, not a competition, but the winner got their name etched into a plaque that hangs in the provider's restaurant and a free coupon to surf store nearby. So I give him a little nudging on. Seeing we had nothing to lose, the food was entirely complimentary to those who participated. This was a shot to not only beat Daniel in the game, but have it immortalized among those in the culinary world. Now, let me tell you something. Daniel does not back down from a challenge. That twinkle in his eye, the smirk across his face as he cracked his knuckles before pointing to me and shouting, "You're on!" Before we knew it, we were at the tables, surrounded by others with the same goal in mind, to win. Tension was high. Everyone was primed and ready. The drop of a pin could be heard in the deafening silence as folk were waiting for the call. People watched, waiting with bated breath, and the suspense was unbearable. At least we could, as we expected it. At least as we could expect it. The wonderful lass at the counter waved their flag. The counter waved the flag. We were off. Hot dog after hot dog, no sausage go unchewed. When it comes to hot dog eating competition, you also get complimentary water. If you drink the water and eat the buns at once, the hot dog buns will soften up. You can use that to your advantage. The softer the hot dog bun, the more you can eat at once. Well, fitting your chompers at least. This was my secret, my ultimate weapon. By my 8th hot dog, I was on the roll. Daniel wasn't too far behind. He might not have as into competitive eating as I was, but he was still a force to be reckoned with. You better believe that. We kept eating and eating until time's up. I finished over 25 hot dogs that day, or was it 26? This whole noggin can't keep track. All those hot dogs must have clogged my brain. But guess what? Poor old Daniel only had 17. Now that is what I like to call smoked. Should have seen the look on his face. So I walked up to the podium ready to receive my prize. A woman, not much smaller than me, may I add, cut me off. Nowhere near as muscular, but one look at you could tell she was just as active as us. What the heck, I told myself, watching as she stepped right in front of me. I asked if she could step aside, seeing as the king of hot dogs was coming through. Then that blessed girl handed me a slip. The lass had eaten 33 hot dogs. I couldn't believe it. I was so distracted by my friendly competition with Daniel that I lost track of the other competitors. In all my days, I was speechless. Daniel was too. But that lass that gave me a wink and said, "Better luck next time, buckaroo, cause I'm the best doggone dog eater in this here world." At that moment, she truly was. That was a day to remember. It wasn't often I was bested by another, discounting my good old friend, of course. So find myself in a position where someone else could ignite my fierce sense of friendly competition. I just had to come back the next year, take her up on that challenge. It wasn't very long until I found myself with a new rival, someone aside Daniel who could keep up with my pace of life. If it weren't for that moment, I'd never have met that woman. If I didn't meet her, she wouldn't have become my wife either. After my second trip back to the contest, we struck up quite the conversation, became stalwart partners, and even the more time we spent, partners even. The more time we spent together, the more we realized this wasn't just friendship, it was love. It took me a while to realize how much those sapphire eyes meant to me. It was her who popped the question and actually insisted we get married at the hot dog eating contest too. What a woman. She may have had a heart of gold, but when it's time to compete, all bets were off. That was the fire in her soul. It's what drew me to her after all. Yes, a fond memory. Shame I didn't get to win that first contest. Sure, I beat Thanto. But god dang it, I wanted it immortalized. Still, I can't complain about the outcome. Thanks for coming again. You always are a pleasure to talk to, or well, to have listened to my ramblings. It's a joy to revisit the past sometimes. Well, if you ever want to hear more, I'm right here. W old man, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This is high key, just like filler, bro. Like this is what this episode is. Well, it's not even filler because this is just like a lore like exposition dump, bro. Also, I'm pretty sure we could not go in here. I feel I've seen this painting before, but I don't think we could go in here at first. Isn't it? He's fine now. What did I miss? All right, bro. Let me go talk to the old man, bro. Actually, where's his wife? Evil eye baby, bro. That man. Satanic eye baby, bro. Like, what the hell, bro? Why is the chair gone? What the fuck? Yo. Oh, hello there. Thank you again for saving my son. I must say, though, I didn't even get to ask your name despite all of this. Noxans. My, what a fine name. You'll always be welcome in my house. Tell me, what do I owe the pleasure? Just visiting. Well, it's nice to have you. Nothing like having company. I can tell you that. Tell me, what do I owe the pleasure? Got any stories? What would you like to hear? I say I'm gonna just talk about visiting Brad. Tell me, what do I owe the pleasure? Let's see. Here to see Brad. No worry, Noxans. He's in his room right now. You can find it on the right side of the house. I didn't even know that there would be like some exposition dump about freaking Brad too, bro. Holy moly, bro. Yo, how it's hanging? How are you? Me? Hey, come on, man. What kind of question is that? I'm doing great. I'm not a plant anymore. Pops and I have been spending more time together, so I'd say things are looking up. Remember though, anyone messes with you, they gotta deal with me too. Got it? W mans, bro. W mans, bro. Green goop. Green goop. I love that game. How could you tell? Yeah, I wonder how I could tell. Oh, right. Like my collection? Pretty good, huh? You should totally learn the game so we can play. Maybe not. It's pretty advanced stuff. You may not get it. Yeah, how's your mom, dude? Mom? You want to know about Mom? Okay, I guess. She was, well, amazing to say the least. Since I didn't get to see Pops often, we'd spend lots of time together. The entire reason I'm into pranks is because of her. No one knew how to set him up like she did. It was lots of fun. Looking back at it, I guess I really did get out of hand with mine after she passed. I don't know, man. It's just that it was our thing, you know? We bonded over it. Figured maybe the bigger the prank, the more I could chase the feeling we were still doing them together. Even when she was sick, she'd send me outside to pull a little something. Someone. I could always see her laugh through the window. Can't forget the last thing she said to me. Brad, please listen to me. You're going to do amazing things, just like I taught you. Don't be afraid, please. Please. I need you to understand that, no matter what happens, don't blame your father. He's saving us. All of us. Nothing else will keep him from us, honey. I love you, Brad. Just... maybe I did forget something after all. I'm sorry, Mom. I really messed up. I'll make it right, though. I promise. Yo, how's it hanging? You know, just depressing. Yo, I was hanging. Reason. Oh, that crap, huh? Yeah, I almost forgot about that. It was kind of crazy. What's that word again? Something super, like, clear? Vivid, right? Yeah, vivid. I wasn't really sure what I was seeing at the time, but looking back, I think I understand. Picking up the sword, I saw me losing to you. In retrospect, not really a bad thing. At the time, I thought it was death. Everything went black. I felt sick. Figured you killed me, you know? Look, between us, if it wasn't obvious, I was ready for... oh my god. I was ready to die for what I believed in. If it meant finding that stupid sword, I was ready to die for what I believed in. If it meant fighting that stupid sword. Okay. So that didn't bother me too much. What I saw after, though, that's what got me badly. I saw a creature, a plant monster. It was bigger than anything I've seen before. Dangerous, wild, terrifying. It rampaged through the town, spreading illness all over. So many people all messed up and stuff. Even saw it kill Pops. Sure, I was mad, but I wouldn't want him dead. I just wanted him to see it my way. I knew it came from the sword, something like that. Where else would it come from? So seeing how much destruction it could cause, the pain it'd bring, I blamed you. I thought you killing me is what would unleash that monster. If I beat you, then it wouldn't happen. No, it actually makes sense considering I'm green. Because I'm the silent man. Well, as we know, I was a freaking idiot. When Pops and I caught up, after you saved me, you told me everything. I became that stupid plant. What I saw was the future, alright. It's not what I thought it would be. The monster was me all along, but I guess these visions aren't entirely set in stone, huh? I mean, you saved me after all. If you didn't do that, then what I saw would have become reality. Man, I really owe you one. I won't be making mistakes like that again. Anyway, that's about all I really saw. Sorry if it didn't help much, but that's all I got. Alright. What about your dad, man? How you feel about your dad, bro? Pops? Yeah. I won't lie, it's nice seeing him again. I'm still a bit ticked off about things, but he's trying his best, so I should be too. I didn't get much time with him, but from what I remember, the old days, the time I did have it was good. Just wish Mom... Just allergies, okay? Let's change topic. It's nice to talk to you, Brad. I hope you actually don't know. Alright, see you later. It's actually nice to talk to you, Brad. I hope you're doing better, man. Thank God I can't spar with you, because that'd suck, bro. But look at this goofy-eyed retarded baby, bro. I'm gonna kill him, bro. You're an idiot, bro. He reminds me of like Bling Bling Boy a bit, bro. Tell me, what do I owe the pleasure? Got any stories? What would you like to hear? Brad's banishment. I feel like it'd be cool. I figured you'd ask about this eventually. See, Brad and his mother were quite the comical duo. He gets his sense of humor after all. Those two would run plates all over Terpopolis, harmless ones, of course. He was just becoming a teenager when his mother passed away, and with all my responsibilities, I couldn't raise him myself. For a while, he'd spend most of his days with the Graves family when I was away. Him and Kyoko became quite good friends because of this. Unfortunately, though, despite their best efforts, the Graves couldn't quite get him under wraps, you see. His pranks grew more and more elaborate and harder to excuse. They found him to be a bad influence on little Kyoko as time went on. The Graves started separating the two, keeping him from his only real friend at the time as a result. That's when he really started lashing out, and I can't blame them for it, though. I can't blame them for it. Not at all. But it certainly played a role in all this. Even eventually, Brad came up with his ultimate prank. Blue rice. Harmless on paper, but no one could ever expect what came next. An accident occurred, igniting one of the largest fires I've seen in a while. Dozens of crops burned, rendered useless and inedible. Despite being an accident, the townsfolk had enough at this point. I was left with no choice but to send him away. Sent him to another nearby town. He got into trouble there too. We're quite tolerable at a little village, in fact, but we're quite tolerable little village, in fact. We didn't even have a prison. This town, though, quite the opposite. He was in prison on account of vandalism. I tried sending a bail, but it never seemed to go through. So that's the entire story, how we got where we were today. Tell me, what do you want to hear? Bubonic plant. Right, that. Yes, I assume this is quite an anomaly for you. I had to scratch my leg, it was a bit itchy. See, what we're calling the bubonic plant is a result of the venom shank sword energy in extreme doses. All swords have incredible power, but the length of which it can be used is determined by the user's affinity to utilize it. Being my son, Brad has quite the connection to the sword energy. By stabbing himself, he absorbed high quantities of it and forced his body to mutate. This is an aspect unique to the venom shank, something I discovered myself years ago in a run-in with those bandits I told you about before. Believed it had to do with the toxins. If you're collecting swords, no doubt you'll run into Dr. Sophie. Who the hell is that? She's the Dark Heart's guardian these days, and a scientist by nature, and spends all her time exploring the mysteries of the sword energy and the sword bestowed to her. The Dark Art sounds hard, bro. Are we gonna get the Light Heart? The Light Brain? The Light Third Leg? I don't know, bro. Like, perhaps once you find her, she might be able to give you a more in-depth answer. Or she might not. I wouldn't know. However, based on what I can tell, your capacity for sword energy isn't as developed as others, so you won't have to worry about accidentally turning any poor soul into a plant. If anything, you'll probably just leave them feeling a bit ill. Either way, that's the best explanation I can give. I literally have every single, well, not every single, but I have like a large amount of the swords, bro. You're telling me I don't have a capacity for sword energy? Some people just talk, bro. I swear, bro. Like, really just be yapping out their behind, bro. Man, kill yourself. Freaking douchebag, bro. Huh. Seems like there are no, well, I forgot. Wait, she's actually here again? Huh. Brad. The poor mayor. His job is already stressful enough, and now this? Someone's gotta go save him. I'll do it myself, but without... Let's just say I'm not destroying my family, okay? You'll do it? I think... Oh, wait. Did we already, like, do this? Just stay safe out there, okay? The rugged rainforest can be pretty law. Yeah, I can't believe Brad would do this. Life hasn't been fair to him, but it's still hard for me to believe. Hey, I know it's a lot to ask, but can you take it easy on him? I know how bad I get. Oh my god. I know how bad... Okay, it looks bad, I get that, but we used to be close. He's a good person at heart. Look at me. Already asking for you for favors. Sorry about that. It's kind of you for saving Mr. Nathaniel as it is. I shouldn't be asking for anything, especially since we just met. You're really brave for doing this, so please stay safe out there, okay? Here, take this. It's not much, but I hope it gets you help on your journey. Now I have 2 field finds. Nice. After it's over, let's keep in touch, yeah. My Noxans, what's up? Mr. Nathaniel is back. Thank you so much for saving him. Honestly, I was getting worried something else might have happened to him. You guys were taking a while. Oh, I don't mean it like that. I wasn't implying that you were being slow. And, never mind. I already got you goofed up. Oh, Brad. Yeah, I heard... I'm a doctor, you see. As soon as the mayor returned, he rushed over to... W retcon, bro. His eyes were filled with so many tears, his voice shaken. It was a shock to find out that creature over there is Brad. I'm doing everything I can for them, but this might be on me. I won't quit though. Brad made lots of mistakes, but he doesn't deserve this. I gotta try and fix this. I have to. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to blink out on you. Some other things came to mind. What about you? I can't imagine this has left you feeling some kind of way. I could tell. You look off. Not like ugly, but it's clear something's bothering you. You've gone through something rough, so I don't think anyone can blame you for feeling down. Despite that, you've made some friends in Tertopolis, me included, or at least I hope we're friends. Either way, you're not alone. So if you ever need someone to talk to you, a hand to help you, I'm here. Oh my god, I'm up here for you. Take this. It won't make you feel better, but it can help with injuries you get from all this. Consider it my thank you for saving Mr. Nathaniel. Hi, Noxans. What's up? Oh, Ghost Walker. She's here again. Okay. Well, at least I saved Brad. You look different. Your eyes look tired. Your shoulders heavy. Your smile torn. What happened out there? How to go pray to Jesus, bro. Your emotions? You remind me a lot of someone, you know that? Someone important to me. Someone who went through something pretty similar. Maybe not involving the Ghost Walker, but regardless, they bottled up those emotions just the same. We all face struggles in our lives, some more than others. At the end of the day, what we feel, it can become overwhelming. A constant clawing at the back of our minds, twisting in our guts. They can isolate us, force us to feel like maybe all life could be over and all life could be is a never-ending suffering. I don't subscribe to such a thing. Our emotions, as complex as they can be, they make us who we are. It makes us alive. We can't ignore these parts of ourselves, and we shouldn't run from them. Sometimes we have to look at our fear, our sorrow, greed, and hatred in the face, confront them, take responsibility, and command over them. It's hard, I know, but I know it's hard. That's why, oh my God, that's why we don't have to do these things alone. I don't know where you came from or even what you've seen out there this far. If you had to collect the, oh my God, Venom Shanking Ghost Walker, I can only assume it's something important. Something far larger than I could ever be. Despite that, you don't have to be alone. I'm here for you. Mr. Daniel is here for you too. This town is here for you. No matter what you're going through, you can always come back here. We'll be waiting. We'll be here for you. Will you be throwing the neck? Oh, my bad. Please, whatever you do, promise you won't run away from yourself. Promise me you won't cast yourself aside. Should I be tough or nah? Should I be chilling or not? Like, I can't do that, dude. You know, it's just, life is just too unpredictable or something. I don't know, bro. Thank you. I'm sorry for getting so heavy. You already have asked so much. Oh my God, you already had so much going on. This probably didn't help, and if it did, then I'm glad I could be of some use. Hey, Noxans, what's up? Oh my God, bro. Yo, this is so much exposition that I did not realize I actually had, bro. Just wanted to remind y'all that it's okay to ask for help. You know, Jesus asked for help from God a lot of the times in the Word, and Jesus had, God had Moses' brother help him, because Moses had a stuttering problem. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to receive help. You're not weak for doing it, bro. Even most of the prominent figures in the Word had help, bro. Remember that, bro. Jesus loves you. At least we found her sister, so I guess that's something to talk about. Man, that sounds like quite the adventure. This quest is really taking you far, huh? I don't mean to pry, but what exactly is going on anyways? Yeah, you sure I'll talk to you. Wow, that's more than I could ever imagine. Don't take this as me pitting you, far from it. You're really strong. I don't think anyone gives you enough credit, to be honest. I don't mean just physically strong, I mean mentally. Most stories never get it right, do they? The hero is always treated like they're invincible. Feel free from the mental burdens, this narrative that you should take on everything alone. Or a second thought about what could do to someone emotionally. Stoicism is one thing. A strong leader has to be cold in the face of danger. Yet behind closed doors, it's important to rationalize and express ourselves properly. Otherwise, well, hey, I really appreciate you sharing this with me. Back to what we were talking about before, your recent adventure. So you went all the way out to Vermilion Village for the firebrand? That's really far out. My sister used to read me stories about the ancient tombs and temples in that area. Can I talk to her about her sister? Like, can I tell her sister's, like, kind of smoked right now? Like, she's mad because, like, her captain died, bro. I'm smoking under that captain pack still, bro. You shouldn't have had to attack me. I'm just kidding. I actually really like Captain Trotter. I'm just like, I can't really do anything about it, bro. My sister used to read me stories about the ancient tombs and temples in that area. Talked about how much she'd love to explore them someday. Smoking on your sister pack. Well, she's still alive, so I can't actually do that. Getting off topic, sorry. So you got to explore those places, huh? With a bunch of pirates too? I can't imagine how crazy that must have been. Especially with all those traps you told me about. On the fact that the firebrand was attached to an ancient being awoken from the sacrifice. I ain't gonna lie, that's gotta be like the darkest story on Blocktales so far. It's hard not to be in awe over this. I can't imagine it was easy for you though. That woman you were talking about, the one who pushed the captain into the lava? What happened to her? You said it was an accident, so I can't imagine she's taking it too well. A magical penguin teleported her out of there? I don't think I have to ask. The absurdity alone makes me believe you. This quest is getting tougher and tougher, huh? I'm glad you've come back for another chat, though. Sounds like you're taking what I said to heart. How we don't have to be alone? I'm gonna talk about the Windwalker when I come back, bro. So, I wonder if there's like any more exposition that I can like record, or you know, is that like the last one? Because if it isn't, that's it. Because this video is literally just talking, bro. Like no fights or anything. It's just gotta think about it. Where's Bigfoot, bro? Where's that man Bigfoot, bro? I mean, his knocked out body was here. I don't know where he's gone. Oh. Bro, they just sealed this man like Naruto, bro. Yo, they sealed my man like Naruto, bro. Boss, that Daniel Runt got his hands on the Venom Shank. He didn't get very far with it though. Some freak with the Ice Dagger trounced him good. You said Blackrock's head honcho had it. This one didn't fit the bill. Looks like Saldesky's already got someone moving for him. Quiet. Your insight is meaningless to what unfolds. Whether Brad, Daniel, won or lost, only guides them to the inevitable. Being led by the puppeteer, the puppet will inevitably dance towards certain death. The Ghost Walker, often considered the most unwieldy of the swords, it will not accept just anyone, which makes it unlikely that they will survive its judgment. Man, you just hating because I'm tough. But if they do, will not leave the outcome to chance. Sabotage Bidsville Railways. The train to Scary Town must never reach its destination. Use whatever means are necessary. On it, boss. Just how far will this go? What is your goal? Far enough to see everything you know. Fracture before you can grasp it. Who the hell is this nigga? Like, who the hell are these guys, bro? What the heck, bro? Now they had to like rewrite some stuff, bro, because I'm very confused. Could you like not? Like, thank you, bro. Freaking bum, bro, trying to fight me. You know you can't. You know you can't step to the big dog. Alright. I'm trying to think of what else, like, where else I can go. Like, do I go to, like, the Firebrand now, or Dream World? Let's see. I mean, I should be, like, too high level for, like, anything here to try and attack me. I'll be back, you know, after I'm done searching. Alright, there's no cutscene for the Dream World, and by the way, that Dream World is still, like, scary, bro. Like, for no reason. Oh yeah, I remember actually. Actually reminded me of something. Nah, because I said this was going to just be, like, talk only, so I'm going to just leave it at talk only. Oh, scary, dumbass goes, bro. Can't play with the big dog, bro. Just talking about you can't play with the Cyberman. Side by side, but 30 on 30. Anyways, that's like the end of this video. Hope you enjoyed, you know, the exposition. You know, instead of having to read yourselves, you know, you could just listen to it. Have a blessed day.